3 words for Emily in Paris. This is going to be a two-parter, mostly because I have a lot to say, but also because I think that Emily Cooper was influenced by watching Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City growing up, and I feel like there's a whole Patricia Fields cinematic universe that I want to discuss. I also have a theory about Emily's bangs and the connection to Andy in Devil Wears Prada, which is another Patricia Field designed movie. So like and comment for part 2 and do all of that. In a past video, I talked about season 1 and 2 Emily, and I said that her 3 words were playful, vibrant, and exaggerated. I think in those first 2 seasons, Emily was figuring out who she was trying everything, she was breaking every fashion rule, and it was so much fun to watch. In those past seasons, it felt like there was really no rhyme or reason to what she wore. There was no theme, there was no kind of through line. It just felt like somebody using fashion as a way to find out who she was and express herself. Now let's talk season 3, because I think that Emily had a real evolution, but it was very subtle. I think only one of her 3 words changed. I think her words are now playful, exaggerated, and 60s. I think Emily has really come into her own in season 3, and while Mindy playfully said that her bangs were trauma bangs, I actually think that the bangs have ushered in a new era and actually represent a lot more strength and focus as opposed to a mental breakdown. Bangs are kind of the first step in this transition to a more mod look. I feel like it starts with her hair and then it is carried out in her fashion as well. The bangs have inspired clearly a more 60s vision that I think gives Emily's looks a lot more focus and, like I said, that thread or that through line that she was missing in the past seasons. She's still clearly exaggerated and playful because she is having fun with her looks and she's really exaggerating this kind of 60s vibe. But I think, like I said before, when she was sort of participating in every trend, there's more focus. It feels a lot more grounded, and I think it's because the character is really beginning to know who she is as a person. To me, there's more intention there, but it's still not subtle. I think the word exaggerated really works because she's still very exaggerated in the shapes and the colors and the prints and patterns, and she's also more exaggerated in committing to this 60s theme. And that's why I think she's so fun, because it's not like a subtle sort of 60s influence. The 60s, I feel like, works so well with the exaggeration because she's exaggerating this 60s vibe that I think was sort of, again, ushered in by the cutting of the bangs. So 60s, exaggerated, and playful. Playful, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. She's obviously having so much fun with fashion. She is not taking it too seriously, and she is injecting all of her looks with that sense of humor. In part 2, I'm going to talk about Emily in relation to Carrie Bradshaw.